Hello, this is Prince of Somnia, and welcome back to more Let's Play Dragon Quest VI. Last time, we took a quick detour to Castle Swanstone, which is where we're supposed to go next, and then decided to skip out of town and not help them with their problems in favor of sequence breaking for some important job grinding. I showed this off in the last episode, but in the middle of that really big desert, on the map over there, is a tower called Spiegelspire, which you could actually zoom to because the developers knew what they were doing. It's one of the few locations in the game where the level cap for getting job levels is level 99, which means you can grind there indefinitely to master your job classes. It has the added benefit of being so close to where we are in the plot that the enemies there are not too strong for us to handle, so it makes it really easy for you to go in there and grind to your heart's content. So I did a few level ups here. I had Carver Master Priest while doing the job grinding, and now he started on the path to Paladin. Basically, what I want out of Paladin is, when it comes to Gladiator and Paladin for Carver, Paladin has the better abilities, and a lot more multi-targeted stuff, but Gladiator has the better stats for Carver. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to master Paladin for Carver, and then move him on to Gladiator eventually. Rex, over here, I had him continue working on Gladiator. Eventually he's going to master Gladiator and we'll be able to move on to Hero for him, and I'm pretty much just going to keep him as a hero for the rest of the game, much like how I'll be giving Carver Gladiator for the rest of the game. After we master Paladin, of course, and I'm not too concerned about mastering Gladiator for Carver. I really just care about the stats more than the actual abilities. Amos, over here, finally finished Priest and Martial Artist, so now he's working on Paladin, just like Carver is. He's basically going to be my secondary tank, since he doesn't quite have the HP that Carver has. And he's going to remain Paladin until such a time as I get my hands on a certain special item later on. Although I might give that to Carver instead, I haven't quite decided yet. I'll think about it. It would fit for Amos, but it's probably better on Carver. Navon and Ashlyn are both working on Sage. They're actually pretty far in and have a lot of the more important abilities like multi-heal, summon, things like that. So that's what they're working on. Millie finally finished Luminary, so I'm having her work towards Sage now as well. She will not be reaching Sage for a very long time, since I had taken her down a little bit of a detour. I have her in the bench right now because, well, being a mage at the moment, she's really squishy and I'm not about that life. But eventually we'll bring her back. But anyway, now that I've done probably more grinding than I really need to for this point in the game, and honestly, not even as much as I was expecting to, it probably would be a little bit more optimal for me to continue grinding until Millie masters the mage class so I can put her in Priest and keep her in the party, but that's like over 100 battles away, and I don't feel like grinding right now, so we're going to zoom to Castle Swanstone because we're more than well equipped to handle this. Ooh, as a side note, whoever is... For the next part of the game, or the next boss really, you want to make sure you have someone on your team who can cast the poof spell, and you want to make sure that they have significantly more than 85 agility. I have Navon here with that, but otherwise Priest Millie or possibly Ashlyn would work as well, although Ashlyn being Ashlyn is just a little too suboptimal for my purposes. Anyway, this is Castle Swanstone, which, much like a certain castle in Dragon Quest V, seems to have shops inside the castle. Let's see, I don't think they have anything really useful for... Oh, well, actually, the Staff of Anti-Magic is a weapon that you can use as an item in battle, and I believe it casts the Fizzle spell. That's not Frizzle, but Fizzle, as in it stops them from casting. It's like a silence effect. I'm not too interested in the Staff of Anti-Magic, though, because if something can cast a spell, it's usually just faster to kill it than it is to, you know, stop it. And bosses are damn near immune to Fizzle anyway, so... Let's see. Silver Cuirass, which I don't think is an improvement for much of anyone, except Millie, I guess. She has the Cloak of Evasion on right now because I gave the enchanted armor to Navon, but there's no point in buying it for her when she's in the back like that. Lagerda Mantle. It reduces magic damage, which I guess is nice, but eh. Heavy Armor, which... That is tempting for Amos, actually. Yeah, I might actually. And then Iron Masks for our tanks, which I never actually got Carver an Iron Mask, funny enough. I'm just gonna make a quick withdrawal here. I think we have just a few coins left in the bank or something like that, so we'll take a couple out here. You know, at this point, a solid third of that is actually from grinding. The Spiegelspire enemies, for some reason, actually give... maybe it's just because of how much fighting you do, but they actually give a really decent amount of gold. So, yeah. There practically is no reason not to grind at Spiegelspire. It's just kind of that good. We got a church here, but I literally just saved before the episode started, so we should be fine. Oh, are you here because you heard the rumor of the cursed mirror princess too? What is it with this game and mirrors anyway? No cursed mirror people for us, huh? Let's see. Oh, that's why I'm confusing myself, is because I don't have the map of the area up. Or at least the map of the area proper. Okay, I get you. So I'm guessing this guard isn't gonna let me pass, because why would he? That's what I thought. Okay, game, you win. That's fine though, we don't need to go in there, we just need to go over here and collect mini medal number 34, or at least it's supposed to be number 34. I might be a little bit ahead. I think I'm one ahead? Yeah, I'm one ahead, because I collected one from Arcbolt a little earlier while doing my rounds. Looking for the ones I was missing, anyway. The reason why I say I'm a little ahead is because it was actually a little suboptimal for me to collect that at that point, because we're going to be going back to Arcbolt for treasure anyway, so... Seed of Magic. I probably should start using my seeds a lot more. Let's see. Seed of Magic, I think I want to give that to Millie. Or Navon. It really doesn't matter which of the two I give it to, just as long as it's, like, one of my magic users. I like giving it to Millie, though. I actually probably should have given it to Navon, but that's fine. Let's see, what else do I have by way of seeds stored up? A crap ton of Seeds of Magic is what I have stocked up. Okay, let's give, like, 3 to Navon and, like, 2 to Millie. You could give some to Rex if you're planning on having him cast a lot more as a hero, but that... I don't usually find myself casting too much in the hero role, so that's really up to you, honestly. I think that's all our seeds. Oh, I got a Seed of Wisdom, which I think I will also give to Millie. There we go. That should do us good. Yeah, I got business with a king. Oh, so now we can pass. Thank you. But before we do that, mini medal number 3536. I'll just call it mini medal number 35, but yeah. You want a companion, but they would sleep in separate beds? Wow. Okay, well the mini medals are what I really wanted out of this place, so let's get out of here. No, I'm kidding. Clearly there's something up with this cursed mirror princess, so let's check it out. Now we can actually, you know, get past the guard there. Oh. I seem to have made a mistake. Did not actually mean to go that way, so... Yeah, no, that was just me being stupid. I have no excuse for that. Let's see, I believe in this room there's a couple treasures in here. Nothing too important. A small amount of gold, and... another Pretty Betsy. Again, I'm holding on to the Pretty Betsies for a specific reason. You probably can get away with just feeding them all to Ashlyn, but I'm keeping them around for a specific reason. Princess, I know not what you are. I do not even know your name. But surely there must be something I can do to help you. It pains me to stand here powerless before you. Forgive me, dear princess. I must return to my throne room. Who are you? If you've come here to see the princess, then you've wasted your time. She's not some kind of tourist attraction. If you have business with me, then come and see me upstairs. Pretty please? No, I didn't think so. Well, I don't know what I expected, but oh well. I mean, I just want to see what she looks like, man. I mean, we've got a mirror of our own. I'm kind of interested in other mirrors out there. You're the ones from earlier. What's that? You say you're traveling the world, wiping out the straggler monsters on a quest of self-discovery. That's quite a lofty mission. Nevertheless, I still cannot allow you to see the Mirror Princess. When my father was king, he would show the princess to anyone and everyone who dropped by. But I am not my father. Under my reign, the Mirror Princess will be wheeled out like some kind of museum piece. Or will not be wheeled out like some kind of museum piece. So, my apologies, but I must ask you to leave now. No, wait! You said you were traveling the world, yes? In that case, I have a request. If you happen to hear any rumors of an item known as Ra's Mirror, please let me know immediately. If only I were able to possess Ra's Mirror, then surely I'd be able to save the princess from the other mirror. Please keep it in mind as you travel. Yeah, about that. Yeah, we kind of actually already have Ra's Mirror. Just kind of, after we dealt with the whole Murdoch shenanigans, we kind of just stuffed it in the bag and forgot about it, but it's still there. Great goddess, is that truly Ra's Mirror? It's absolutely beautiful. My heart is positively pounding. Quickly, follow me and bring that mirror. Can I just say, I love this. How you have a key item that you spent a long time collecting at the beginning of the game, and it basically only really was there to serve one purpose, right? All you needed it for was to free Queen Apnea and King Somnus, and then protect yourself from Murdaugh, right? But then later on in the game, out of maybe not so much nowhere, but kind of out of nowhere, you have another use for it. I don't know, that's kind of cool that the MacGuffin doesn't just have a single use. It has more than one application out there. I don't know, I just thought it's really, really cool. This is the cursed mirror. Go ahead, hold Ra's mirror aloft in front of it. It looks like she's trying to say, help me. Like, she's kind of, you know, screaming and waving her arms in a panicked state. Kind of implies that she's, you know, asking for help, Carver. What's going on? Nothing is happening? Why? I should have known. Not even Ra's mirror can free the princess from her glass prison. But what was that monstrosity that appeared behind the princess? Wait, surely not. We must hurry. There is something I need to check right away. Join me upstairs when you are ready. Please, I beg of you. Again, it kind of sounds like, help me, this evil sorcerer sealed me in a mirror! Thanks to that mirror of yours, everything has become clear. I have here a dusty book that has been in this castle since before anyone can recall. In it is written the tale of a young prince and a beautiful princess who were very much in love. But it is also a story of a wicked sorcerer called Spiegel, who does not approve of their budding romance. A classic fairy tale, eh? Ah, but the story in this book is different. The prince and the princess do not live happily ever after. The monster that we just saw in Ra's mirror is the sorcerer Spiegel from this book. There is no mistaking it, the resemblance is uncanny. This means Spiegel must still be alive. That is why the princess's curse cannot be lifted. You had told me that one of the purposes of your journey is to rid the world of any remaining monsters, yes? Then I beg of you, find this Spiegel and defeat him. That's the spirit. Wonderful. My Chancellor here will tell you everything you need to know. I'm counting on you, Carver. If what is written in the book is true, then Spiegel lives at the top of a tower surrounded by a lake, located to the north of this castle. Of course, there is no tower to the north of here, so goddess knows how we'll ever find him. Anyway, if you do manage to find Spiegel's tower, try casting Peep in front of its door. According to the story in the book, that's the only way to get inside the tower. Well, I know, and at this point you know, where Spiegelspire is and how to get inside, because I told you so we could sequence break the ever-living crap out of the game. Kind of broken how they give us the best level grind or job grinding place in the game this quickly, but I don't know. But anyway, this time we're actually gonna go, deep into Spiegelspire instead of literally only scratching the surface. So, okay, this is where we want to go. The other staircases, they all lead to dead ends, as you can kind of see there. So don't bother with them. But that we can handle them fine. You'll find that with groups of enemies, especially large groups of stronger enemies, burning breath to take out at least a couple of them is almost always a good idea. Game, why do you gotta tempt me with that metal slime? Oh, but multi-heal is so good. It's not as good as Hustle Dance, if only because Hustle Dance is practically the same ability, but for less of an MP cost. Oh, by the way, when you're doing the job grinding in Spiegelspire, stick to the bottom floor. The enemies are way weaker, apparently. Let's see. You can deal with a lot of the enemies in this area by spamming the crap out of your powerful AoEs, but you don't want to do that too much because you want to save at least a little bit of your MP for later. Let's see. Yeah, let's show off some Kassizzle. It's a neat spell. Kind of seeing, though, one of the pain points with this game's balance is that, yeah, your magic could do a lot, but so could physical skills, and they cost way less than magic skills do. And that almost all of them are free. So, yeah, it kind of does make physical attackers better than magic, except for, well, healing. Anyway, we fought the gas wagons before. The demon riders, they're not too tough, except for the fact that they can sometimes attack twice, and they have access to multi-slice, which can hit all of your allies, but it shouldn't be too much for you to handle so long as you have actual multi-targeting ability. And here is the only really important treasure, mini medal number 36. In here is just a little bit of gold, but might as well take it when we can. And believe it or not, in Spiegelspire, that's all the treasure we could get. Or almost all the treasure, but that's all the treasure chests we can open. The rest of Spiegelspire is just a straight shot up the tower. Let's see. Fuddleguanas we fought before, so let's knuckle sandwich them since they're not in a group. If you have a luminary around, Fuddle Dance is really useful against these guys, otherwise a simple Fuddle spell will have to do. If you run into 5 of them though, I recommend switching to your luminary and using Fuddle Dance because 5 is a little too much to deal with all at once. Let's see. Now, one of the things I like to do in Spiegelspire is I can hold the right trigger, or right bumper, and just kind of hold left and spiral my way around the tower. I don't know. I just find it fun. Let's see. And that's how I used to grind on Spiegelspire before I found out that the whistle spell existed. Anyway, these guys, the Yanoceroses, I don't remember if we've actually fought these guys before. But they're susceptible enough to Burning Breath to where we might be able to paralyze all or most of them at the very least. So that's really nice. Otherwise, just roundhouse kick them. That's Dragon Quest VI mid-game in a nutshell is Burning Breath, roundhouse kick. I'm gonna be honest with you. But yeah. Fortunately, we have so many party members with roundhouse kick that it doesn't really matter how much damage Navon can do. Whoopee! How/why would you build a tower and then put like a garden on the top of the tower with a house on it? That just kind of seems a little counterintuitive, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm the crazy one. Who knows? But there is something I wanted to talk about a little bit that's kind of not directly related to Spiegelspire. Over the course of the game, you've probably heard a lot of the music, obviously, since I've been quiet for some of the music at least. Or at least, you know, I try to be quiet enough for some of it anyway. But anyway, you may have noticed that a lot of the tracks, especially those associated with monsters, like the boss theme, the dungeon theme, the tower dungeon theme, Murdah's Keep theme, we haven't heard it yet, but the final boss theme, you may have heard a certain musical pattern that kind of goes like, do-do-do-do, or something like that, which is essentially this game's leitmotif, and I kind of wanted to talk about it, if only because I think Dragon Quest VI is the only Dragon Quest game that uses its leitmotif like a sledgehammer, for lack of a better phrase. I don't think any other game has a leitmotif that carries on, or any other Dragon Quest game has a leitmotif that carries through the game as hard as the Dread Fiend's leitmotif does, which is kind of interesting, and one of the things that makes Dragon Quest VI a little bit more unique, I guess. But anyway, we're at the tippy top of the Spiegelspire here, and at the tippy top of the amount of time this episode's supposed to run. So, in the next episode of Let's Play Dragon Quest VI, we're going to take on Spiegel. See you guys then!